but he's also got the axe. So that's like one of those things where it's like he's got two pretty what I think the community considers as very strong weapons on a legend who's got some very slow but fantastic signatures if used properly. Like a gravity canceled side sig on bow from Azoth is like crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Azoth is a very interesting character. His bow kind of plays out like no other bow player character does, and a big part of it has to do with that dexterity.
Yeah, but here we go into the first game. Oddly enough, being King's Pass, so we're going to be having Bo do this here's kawaii-desu who's on Diana, and he gets hit by that neutral light from Remy. Remy trying to chase dodge in with that side light, going in for something else. He just tosses that bow aside, tries to go for a weapon. Remy ready to smack him aside. Kawaii's finding little to nothing here, but the nice downlight into Sarah will put a little bit of damage on the Remy. Remy's still in the lead, but ooh, these guns are making a huge difference.
Oh man, yeah. Remy had a massive lead, but it doesn't take much from these guns to just build that damage right back up. Remy looking for the KO here now.
I really like that Nair in the recovery there, and he tried to snipe kawaii-desu off by hitting it with that GC side stick, and it didn't work out. He still got more of those side sticks. I love that axe. You have to be pretty precise with it. It reminds me a lot of like Koji's down stick on sword, rather, where he's kind of like ports forward, and the hitbox isn't active the entire time necessarily. But either way, goes for that ground pound. Recovery comes out. Ooh, that downlight disarms him. It's looking like he's gonna get the kill here. Jeez.
Yeah. Kawi looking for a way back on stage, but Remy is making it overwhelmingly difficult. Kawi does find his way back. He gets a mine, and he does manage to use it.
Ooh, he dodges onto it! Wow.
Oh, man. Remy throws it down at Kawi's feet, and Kawi just dodges into it. But very close to death already, Remy is.
Yeah, he's putting up some side airs here, unarmed already, trying to get the kill. The recovery doesn't kill. His defense is a little high. He jumps into that bomb. Actually recovers into a bow ground pound, and the bow ground pound wins. Remy's doing a decent job holding on this lead. These aren't kill moves the Kawaii is putting out, and that ground pound into Nair connects. Well, the Nair actually doesn't hit, but he gets the recovery. He's not dead, and Remy's already made good use of this lead.
Yeah, I mean, Kawaii is really struggling. He's already very close to death, and he hasn't managed to find a kill move on the Remy yet. And oh, big combo coming up from Remy. Doesn't quite get the KO, but here's another chance.
Ooh, recovery comes out. Wow, that actually kills. I was not expecting to kill that combo, but like, or that percent. But Remy taking a 2-stock lead here. He's been at like kill percent. I think a bow and light will kill. Honestly, he's avoiding so many things.
At this point, Remy has taken an absolutely massive amount of damage. Dare almost kills into the stage, for heaven's sake.
Downlight comes out.
Might even kill.
Oh no, the weapon toss probably would have had enough knockback, and there's the recovery. Finally, he manages to end his stock, but what cost? He had an opportunity to keep this game even, and Remy just rolled with it when he had that axe. And now he's looking like he's going to be taking game one with the 2-stock as siders are coming out in King's Pass. Oh, there's a gimp potential here with the guns. Gets that recovery, manages to make it out. Remy doesn't really want to risk losing that stock there and giving kawaii-desu an opportunity to come back in. And holding on this bow, hits that end light, brings him to the red. That side stick goes for a dodge read. Doesn't work out, but that sider, I think, got him out of his jumps. Oh, misses that ground pound.
Misplaces his ground pound and gets hit by a gun ground pound into an armed ground pound. No third, but the fourth comes and connects.
Quite
chances here, but he doesn't manage to finish it off. That is a lot of damage, though.
It's quite a bit of damage. Would have been better if it ended with a stock, but it seems like he's getting some momentum off of it. But, ooh, the cider barely doesn't kill. Another Sarah might do it. He goes for the gravity cancel disco, and a Nair will stop that ground pound from connecting. Remy kind of going for the flashy things at the end here and failing. He's getting Sared. It might lose him his stock at this point. That Sarah's not going to kill just yet. Holding on to the spike ball, tosses it up, goes for that GCN sig and, well, an easy ground pound. I mean, when you use your dodge off stage like that, you're probably going to get some feet to the face, let's be honest.
Yep. Kawaii did get a lot of momentum towards the end of that game, but Remy just had a massive lead at that point, and it didn't really matter. And we're actually going to see a legend switch to Ada.
Seeing Ada using Cassidy's cupcakes, it's always fun to see. Yeah, something that people don't consider a lot, I think. At least when they're playing against people when it comes to their punish options, that when somebody uses a gravity cancel signature off stage, gravity cancel anything, that's your dodge cooldown going away in the air. You're not using that on the ground, so that's going to be gone way longer than if you used it on stage. So you have the opportunity to punish with any kind of hard-hitting move, and that's exactly what Remy did. It's like why he just went out there and ground pounded, because he was like, wait a second, his dodge is down, he's dead. So let's see if he continues to punish for that, or whether or not Kawaii now on Ada will do less of those risky gravity cancels. As we see him ground pounding into bow and air, that's not going to work.
Yeah, you know, it is very difficult to time bone air to out-prioritize a ground pound like that.
Is it?
But these players are just so good that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we've seen them both do it consistently. Whoa, that side stick not hitting. That was interesting. Trying to punish the N6 from Ada there with that hitbox doesn't work out. Another side stick coming up, but he's still not managing to land it. But he's got the damage lead still. Gets him with that down air. Tries to go for the down light read, but puts it in the wrong direction. Lands with the Sair, not finding much else. Holds on the guns. Ooh, another Sair connects, and he's actually evening this up really, really quickly.
Yeah, it seems like kawaii, sorry, has like very good guns. Like he's able to match Remmy damage-wise, but the big issue is that he doesn't. Ooh, that's a huge chance. Doesn't get the. He does get the.
He does get the kill.
Doesn't manage his way back. But yeah, he doesn't seem to be able to find kills nearly as easy as Remmy is, and we saw that coming. It's a huge play last game.
Yeah, but as we're seeing, there's a little bit of a difference here. So he was able to get that gimp. I like what he did against Remmy when he was holding onto the bow. It's similar to like blocking the lance recovery by getting hit by it. If the bow hits you, you don't travel nearly as far and you fall straight down. So that's one of those things where like if you want to punish bow recovery, sometimes it's okay just to get hit by it. And Remmy now actually even tries to go for that side stick finish, but kawaii does not give it to him as he's throwing the weapon to his face, trying to find some kind of unarmed follow-up, dodges out of the way of that N-Sig. Just barely. Still holds onto the spear. He's got Remmy in the shenanigans zone. Ooh, stops that ground pound from connecting. He's actually got a lead.
Yeah, so as it turns out, he's really good with the spear, and he was doing a very good job of playing even against Remmy without his guns. So I think we know why he switched out to Ada, but just a single axe there in the shenanigans zone.
Well, he also went for a really hard read there, because he went for the pivot down sig on Ada's guns. Oh, that was Remmy. What were you thinking? Remmy went for a gravity cancel neutral light over the shenanigans zone against guns when the player was above them. What's going to happen? Ground pound in the face. So now we're completely even here, and he's actually taking the damage lead as he finds a down air and a Sair. Trying to put a little bit more damage on here. Remmy on the side of the stage, trying to go for these bow offstage maneuvers. It's just not working. Nairs are hitting. Remmy's almost in the orange.
Yeah, Remy's looking for a way back in. These guns do outrange the bow fairly decently, and we see that Remy is struggling very hard to get in. Ooh.
That Nair recovery was so close. That probably would have killed at that point.
Yeah. But Remmy is finding the moves here and there, and he is building the damage lead back into his favor. Very close game, though, as both players are within kill percent for their respective signatures.
Remmy denying him from any weapons, both of those spawns being in an unfavorable position for kawaii, but there's something new. Picks up the spear, goes in for a risky Sair and gets down line punished. Oh, the GCN sig, that's two signatures.